Mr. Thakora, how you doing? Why don't you hold on to this while we talk today, get you thinking a little baseball. It's a tool we like to use in our business. Do you remember Silly Putty? You can shape it, stretch it, and mold it. Well, we have tickets that we can actually do that to your specific needs to help you increase your sales. For instance, how many local salespeople do you have?
We got 5.
5? Okay. How many key accounts does each one of those have?
Yeah, for each of those we have 5 accounts.
5 accounts too? Okay, well what size is about an important account for you?
A really big important account is $25,000.
$25,000? Alright, well how important is new business to those salespeople?
Oh, it's really important.
Do you have a strict plan that's designed to get new business every month?
Well, we don't have a strict plan, but we have something implemented that our salespeople follow.
Okay, well you know as well as I do that it's always tough to get those salespeople to focus on new business. But by using our Silly Putty tickets, you can get them to focus on that new business, and you can also keep track of it. For example, the first step is to have each of them identify in writing which new business and new accounts are key to them. That wouldn't be too difficult, would it?
No, not at all.
Okay, well great. Well, most of my clients have told me the key to building business relationships from prospects is for those salespeople to develop new good relationships with them through constant contact. You know, a lot of times they'll use activities out of the office like golf or lunch. Well, many of my clients have told me that golf's a problem because it's almost sometimes more embarrassing for them to play with not good golfers than it is to not play. And, you know, when was the last time you actually had a memorable chicken sandwich at lunch?
Well, Ben, I really couldn't tell you.
Exactly. But however, by using our Silly Putty tickets, you can get them to build these relationships, and then you can also focus on new business. And you can also keep track. And here's how it works. The salesperson calls up a prospect who's been working on for a little while, and he says, hey, how about joining me for the Kangaroos game next week? I've got the president's seats. You know, this is not a situation of the salesperson just giving away the seats. It's a salesperson inviting that prospect to go with him. Now the salesperson has a really good chance to develop that out-of-office bonding. Remember, he wants to develop a relationship through constant contact. Giving away these tickets doesn't help that situation. So how effective do you think a 2 to 3 hour kangaroo game would be for building a relationship?
I think it'd be really effective.
Okay, great. It probably will be. You're exactly right. So look at here, one of my clients have enjoyed success with our tickets. This is Tom Smith from Johnston Company. Take a look at a couple of those numbers. What would be even better is when taking a prospect to a game, if you as the president or even maybe your sales manager would go to that game as well. Would you be willing to occasionally do that for the right account?
Yeah, I think I would. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Awesome, it would be. Would it be too much asking your salespeople to spend just one evening a month with a key prospect at one of your games?
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay, well, our season's about 6 months long. If each of your salespeople took just one key account a month to a game, each salesperson would bring in about 6 new prospects per season. Of those 6 prospects, how many do you think would end up as customers?
Getting all 6 would be awesome, but I think we'd get at least 4.
Okay, well let's just use the bare minimum here. If each salesperson converted just one prospect to become a new customer, that would be around $25,000 for each salesperson. And since you have 5 salespeople on your staff, that'd be around $125,000 in new business. You know, do you see how I get this number?
Yeah.
Okay, well you know we've been talking about new business this whole time. We also want to focus on your current clients. Because after all, your competitors out there are probably trying to build these same relationships with your current customers. Would it be too much asking to have your salespeople also spend one evening and night with an existing client?
No, I mean, they have some free time usually.
Okay, well great. Well, to give each salesperson 1 game a month to take out a prospect, you would need 5 games a month. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, well awesome. You would need also a similar number of games to take out an existing client per month. You would also need 5 games per month for this. In total, you would probably need around 10 games per month. So let's talk about ticket packages. Based on what you've told me, I suggest our club level seats. With our club level seats, you get free parking, so you won't have to deal with the congested traffic before the game. You will also get vouchers to our concession stand for a free meal and a free drink, so you won't have to worry about dinner that night either. And the third thing, you'll get a great atmosphere. You'll have an electric crowd around you, and you'll also get to see a great game. So the cost to have a planned, controlled new business effort is really quite nominal for the return. For each one of your salespeople to take one key prospect a month to one current client a month, you would need 10 games a month or around 60 games per season. The return on the investment, like I said, is really substantial. If each salesperson brought in only one piece of new business because of this focus on new business, your sales would increase by $125,000. Because you need 60 games, I recommend our full season ticket package. That would leave about 10 games for your employees or more customers if you like. Your cost for 4 season tickets would only be about $14,000. How happy do you think you'd be with those results by giving this plan a try?
I think I'd be happy with that.
Well, great. Well, remember, the decision would be worth at least $125,000 in new business, and maybe up to $250,000 in new business. I can get this order in today and reserve you some really prime seats at our club level. Would you prefer the account in your name or the company's name?
You know, I really just can't see this working for myself and for the company.
Well, I can understand that. It sounds crazy that you can get all this new business just by going to games, but it does work. And what's your risk? It's only about $14,000. That's not much of a gamble for $125,000 potential in new business. What if it isn't as effective as I say it is? What if it's only 75% effective? That would still mean you would get over $90,000 in new business for just a $14,000 investment. Plus, you'll have a lot of fun in our games. Would it be alright if I just placed your order today?
Mr. Rector, it looks pretty good, but let me talk to my salespeople first and make sure they are into it. Make sure they understand it. Then I'll tell them to get back to you.
Okay. Well, when would you talk to your salespeople?
On Thursday.
Raj, you said earlier that it wouldn't be too much to ask of your salespeople to spend one night a month with a key prospect, right?
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
And you said you thought big city kangaroo games were a good place to develop those relationships, and that there was a potential for $125,000 to even maybe $250,000 in new business, right?
Yeah.
Well, then, with all due respect to your salespeople, why even let them vote on it? Why let them vote on $125,000 in new revenue for your company? If you think this will work, and you think they have the time to spend one evening a month with a prospect and generate maybe $125,000 to $250,000 in new business, what's there to vote on? What if they voted no? I had a client last year who was concerned about whether his salespeople would use the tickets. Here's how well it worked for him. This is Bob Williams from Enron. Take a look at how much he had success with our tickets.
Okay.
Well, why don't we do this? Let's sign you up today, and we'll use our opt-out clause. Here's how it works. You're meeting with your salespeople on Thursday. We'll all write next Monday's date on the top of the agreement. You have until that date to opt out. If you decide this isn't for you, or maybe your salespeople give you much stick, this way you can get a better seat locations, and if your sales staff really fights you on this, by next Monday you can call me and we'll cancel the order. Can I reserve those seats today, Mr. Thakor?
You know, Ben, this actually sounds like a really good idea. Let's go ahead and do this.
Okay, would you like it in your name or the company's name?
Well, I actually had the company's card handy, so
Oh, you
here it
did?
is, right here.
Fantastic, thank you. Let me just write down a few numbers here, and we'll get this thing going. And don't forget, you can call me or text me anytime. Email me if you really want, if you have any questions about this. And we look forward to doing business with you. Thank you, Mr. Thakor. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.